No scoops. We're back. Back for more fun. You just... Sorry, trying to give me a high five.
Uh-oh, missed high five opportunity. I was just like, oh, we're back.
I'm like, we are back. Eyes to the camera.
Oh, that's the worst when it's a missed high five. Just worse for me or worse
Just
for you?
kidding.
The denial or the missing it, which is the worst part. I guess they're both bad in their own way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where we're at. It's been a busy week so far.
Oh my gosh.
Just like all the things. Leah's on the other side of
the opera. Oh my gosh. Like doing any show, the minute it like closes, I feel like so many people always get sick. I haven't gotten sick so far, knock on wood. But it's just like your body just starts to shut down of, okay, we don't have to work so hard anymore. Yeah, exactly. And
reboot mode. And
like I will probably get 10 hours of sleep every night for the next like week or two just to kind of catch up until my body feels like, okay, we're good again.
Yeah.
Like we can do this. We can do this again.
I get that. So yeah, it was really fun seeing your show, and I always love getting it. I'm like, that's my twin. But it's always funny when I go to see Leah perform, and like I'm a singer too, but like, you know, so I'm like, oh, I'm really vibing with it, and then people come up and they're like, you were amazing in the show, because obviously twins, and I'm like, what? Who are you? What? I'm like, oh, thanks. Like sometimes I'll just be like, thanks.
Well, because you don't have to explain. Oh, actually,
that
I
was
my
twin.
sister.
Leah,
We're
I'm
just
here
like
visiting.
look a lot alike. You know, you're like, yeah, better just not to deal with it.
Thanks. But then some people, there's always a case, every show of Leah's I've gone to see, where people come up and they're like, Leah, oh my gosh, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, you were great. And they're just like talking to me. They think I'm Leah. And then I'm like, I have to tell them. I'll be like, oh, thanks so much. Actually, I'm Leah's twin sister. And then they look at me like, like they're crazy. Like, they, you know, I mean, I always know we don't have that many twin friends that I couldn't tell apart. But I've never been like twin spoofed like that, where you think you're talking to the one and then you see the other and they're like, actually, I'm Sarah. And then
especially
you're
when
like,
you're not expecting as adults that someone's going to be so like in the same vicinity as their twin. And well, and a couple times like the director or people who do costuming, they're like, Leah, aren't you supposed to be backstage? Like we're starting in like a half hour.
should probably go get ready. And I'm like, oh, I'm Leah's twin, actually. Like, I'm just here for support, singing from the audience. But that's always so funny. That happens every single show. So now I'm prepared for it.
Yes, yeah, always happens every single time. But I'm always like, okay, if I need an understudy, if I get sick, Sarah's going on stage.
Well, I wouldn't know any of the staging, but I might be able to hum along.
Yeah, I could just walk it. Like I feel like they do that in Germany all the time, where someone sings from the wings, like from the side of the stage, and like, ah,
really?
And the person is just walking the steps.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I can't think of what that's.
Do they mouth it?
Yeah, sometimes they mouth it, sometimes they don't even pretend. But it's called a. I can't think of.
Is that like on purpose if someone's sick?
It's like if you can't sing, like you're sick and
oh my gosh,
your voice is broken at the moment, you know? Yeah. But I feel like they do that in Germany and stuff all the time when they put up a ton of operas.
Wow.
And it's just like, oh, the regular people get sick, so you just sing from the side of the stage as like an understudy.
So then you don't have to worry about the staging.
Well, if they're like, there's no way we can teach you this in like an afternoon. So yeah.
Wow. I never knew that.
I can't think of the term, but yeah, I think that's hilarious.
That's so funny. I kind of love that, where you're just like, we're not even pretending. Like,
yeah.
The real singer's off stage. I'm just here for the looks.
Yeah, they're like, I'm here just merely for optics.
Wow. I love that. I never knew that. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Well, should we dive in? Twins and outs?
Yeah,
Time
let's
for
do
twins
it.
and outs?
Let's think.
I'll start.
Okay.
Today is Andrew and my 7-year wedding anniversary. That's my in.
That's today?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at remembering. Oh.
12 years. 7-year wedding anniversary.
12
But then
years.
I think we've been together 13 years.
Oh my God, that's so long.
I know. I remember there was a point when Leah had been with her high school boyfriend for like, was it 2-3 years?
Probably 3 years.
3 years. And I had never dated anybody longer than, I had a 5.5 month curse. I swear to the date.
It's so real. We'd be like, 5.5 months is coming.
5.5 months. Every single boyfriend I was with, we'd break up. And so I was like, I have a 5.5 month curse. And so Leah had been in this long relationship. And I was like, I'm never going to date anybody longer than 5.5 months, because come 5.5 months, they always break up. Well, I've made it. Seriously, Andrew's been...
You've surpassed me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But besides the 5.5 months, like everybody, Andrew's the only one that has made it, and he has far surpassed them all.
Andrew got the golden ticket.
So yeah, That was so fun. It's hard to believe I'm old enough to have been like married that long. Like I was hanging out with some people and they were like, "Oh, what does your boyfriend do?" And I was like, "Boyfriend?" Like it makes you think of that trend.
Andrew, I have a boyfriend.
I'm like, boyfriend. I just haven't called him my boyfriend in so long. But then you're like, then you have to get used to calling them your fiance, and then you're like, my fiance. And then it's like,
But that period feels so nice to call somebody a fiance.
I know. It's like,
You're
oh,
like,
my fiance.
Because then just from saying that, people know you're wedding planning, that like you've just gone through this exciting time, and you're just like, it's my fiance. You sound a little French.
Oui, mon fiancé. I don't even know if that's how they say like fiance in French. I'm sure fiance means something else in French. So we've taken.
I don't know.
Maybe,
I feel like it probably means the same
we'll have
thing.
to look it up later. But yeah, just love Andrew's the best. Andrew's the best. And when we started dating, Andrew would always hang out with Leah and me. So I just love that our origin story was like Andrew hanging out with us both and just like, you know,
Our plain bagel guy.
Yeah. He knew we were a package deal.
Andrew and I always get at each other because we were, you know, in undergrad, we would go to the cafeteria and I was like waiting to toast a bagel one morning and Andrew came up to like get a bagel. I'm like, ooh, like what kind are you gonna get? Like cinnamon French toast sugar? Are you gonna get the everything, you know, deluxe? And Andrew's like, I think I'll go with plain. And I was like, yeah, I see that. Like you're plain bagel kind of guy. And it's like, what's that supposed to mean? So now for our entire relationship, I always tease him. I'm like, oh, is it plain? Is
Are you having a plain bagel?
Are you feeling like a plain bagel guy today? Just because Andrew is so just like, he's regimented. He's like his feet on the ground. And so I was like, yeah, like he likes something that's classic and good. I'm like, yeah, plain bagel kind of guy. And he's like, what's that supposed to mean?
So that's a long running joke.
My plain bagel brother-in-law. We love a good bagel reference, especially for New Yorkers now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I'll have to get him
I should get him a shirt that says plain bagel kind of guy.
Plain bagel brother-in-law. Plain bagel kind of guy. Yeah, a Christmas gift. Go on like Etsy. You're like,
can I customize this, please?
Can it
bagel, a big old plain bagel emblem just in the very center.
That would be hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Oh, what are you guys gonna do to celebrate?
We are going to our favorite ramen shop called Ivan Ramen, Lower East Side. The guy used to have a ramen shop in Japan, and we have his cookbook. And so we've just been like, oh, this is the perfect excuse to go back. Like, it's not even expensive. It's just the most delicious ramen I've ever had.
Why have you not taken me there?
I don't know. I've thought about it a few times. I think I've mentioned it a few times. It hasn't worked out.
I'd be tempted to third wheel estate, but I guess since it's your anniversary, I won't.
They also do like I think it's called kakigori, like the shaved ice.
Ooh.
Like I'm not even kidding. It's like,
that's definitely one of your favorite things. I'm not as huge of a fan of it, but I do love a good bowl of ramen. So next time, you gotta take me there.
I shall.
You gotta take me there. There was also another place you kept talking about that was like really good sushi, or it was like nigiri or poke bowls. Was it? It was like a small place.
I don't remember. There's a really cheap place called like Sushi Spot by us. That's like takeout sushi. That's really cheap.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking out. Yeah,
Did we go there together?
No.
Okay.
You haven't taken. You're gatekeeping.
Well, you better come stay longer. Now you're done with your show. You can come stay.
I guess that's true. All right, foodie future for me in New York.
Future. All right, your turn. What's your turn?
My in this week is that I am officially a grill mistress.
Grill mistress?
Yes, not master, mistress.
Oh my gosh.
So Colin and I have had this grill.
She's a grill mistress.
I'm a grill mistress. We've had this grill for, I guess, like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So when Colin and I decided to build like a deck onto the back of our house, we like tore down this really tiny one that we had. It was more like a porch.
Okay.
Tore it down, built our own deck, and to celebrate having this new deck, we got this fancy grill.
Nice.
I have never grilled like outside on a grill on my own. Like
I've never grilled either.
I might have flipped something like while he ran inside or while Dad was doing something, but like never. And this grill, I'm obsessed with like smoked salmon and like smoked chicken. Like I just love that smoky flavor. And so we've been like, it has a smoker on this grill. And I keep on saying to Colin, like, oh, come on. Like, I want to know how to smoke this. I want to know how to, do all this stuff. And we're like, we're going to do it. And I finally just looked up a recipe and I was like, I found this recipe. It's going to be easy. and we talked through it, and I did it all on my own.
All right, girl power.
And when I say this smoked chicken turned out so freaking good. It was amazing. And now I've done like smoked salmon.
I gotta have
was
some of that.
So easy to do, but I was just kind of like, oh, I don't really know how to grill. Like, I don't really do that. And
Well, yours is like a really nice grill, like it's temperature controlled, right?
it's basically like an oven. Colin will always say, where it's like you basically set it to a temperature and like you just prepare. Like you could probably bake a pie.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, who is it? Justine Cooks.
Oh,
She does that. She's got like a grill, and she's made like scones and stuff on her grill.
see, like I should try it because I
But
mean,
would it make it smoky taste, or do you have to put stuff
no,
into?
no. You put if you want to use the smoker portion, you just put in wood
Okay.
into the smoker. But you can just like you have
Because
the
is yours
charcoal. It's electric,
Okay. Okay.
but it does have coal
Right.
charcoal.
It's just not like cooking over coal, like our old school, like little
No,
grill at
it's
the park,
and you're
kind
not
of
like
deal.
putting the lighter fluid
Okay.
on there. Like you have the charcoal, and then there's like a little lighter, but it comes and that basically just helps control the temperature inside the grill, but you're not over top of the coals.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, that's my understanding at least.
Well, I'm
but
taking you to get sushi. You're taking me over
coming
to your
over.
house, and
you're
we're-
coming over, and so I'll have to share some of my grill recipes. But
Yeah?
it just made me think like there's so many things, especially as we get older, that we're like, oh, wait, this is not something I do, or like, oh, I don't know how to do that. Like I'll just let Colin take care of it because it's something that he does, and it's so like just liberating. Like it feels so good to just step out of your comfort zone and be like, I've never tried this before. It could be a total disaster, but I'm just going to do it anyways. And yeah, so now I'm loving grilling, loving especially smoking stuff. And yeah, never thought I would probably do that.
She's a grill
But
master.
I love it. And I love eating the stuff that I make even more. So there you go.
I mean, that's the best part of cooking. You're like, now I get to enjoy.
it's so good. So good. I guess maybe I'll just go ahead and do my out.
Oh, yeah,
too.
go for it. Go for it.
Because I think it's just so like expected, but my out is closing the show. Wah. It's just because, especially I was feeling this one because I've worked with this company a bunch, and this is the first time where a bunch of people that I've met through different seasons have all been together in the same show.
That's fun.
And just like every single person was the nicest human being, also like amazing singer, amazing actor at the same time. And then I'm like, geez, you're also such a nice person. Like we all just had so much fun
Aw,
that I felt
I
like I
love
was just
that.
hanging out with like best friends for like, a month. And now everyone's like gone their own ways. And some people live in different parts of Connecticut. Some people live in different states. And I like, we call it like show hole, but different than when
Yeah.
when you finish your Netflix show, it's like
Yeah.
you're in a show and you just feel like the music is still in your head.
Yeah.
It's so embodied and you're like, wait, no, I could do this for 2 more months. It's like, sorry, we're done. So missing my peeps and missing the show, but I am excited to not be working at 11 o'clock at night.
That would destroy me.
Show whole emotionally, but sleep wise,
I know that feeling. I mean, even from like being the like musical director of shows when I was teaching, like you're just so into it and like you're like run it again. Okay, we're doing a full run through, blah blah blah, and then you're like, oh, I just like go home now.
Like I was just
I'm done.
like it was just about to be the best it's ever been, and now we're done.
Now we're done.
It's so embodied now. I know all my lines.
Yeah,
I
and
swear.
Then you're at home and you're like singing it, and everyone in your family's like, okay, we're done with this. Like we've heard this.
like,
for the
yeah,
past month.
Colin's like every time I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do an audition or whatever. He's like, oh, is it the da ba ba dee doo dee dee? Like I'm like, how do you know that? He's like, you sing it all the time. What are
I
you
love
talking
it.
about?
I love it. He's like, I could sing your rap.
Yeah, he's like, I know that song. And I'm like, oh, have you heard this one before? He's like, I don't think I have. This is new. It's really funny. But yeah, show hole, womp womp.
Show hole. Well, hopefully another one will be on your way soon.
Yeah. Next
That'll be
thing,
cool.
big concert in Rochester, New York in October. We're recording, so a lot of music to learn for that. So I'll give myself like a week buffer, and
Then
then
you've got another project to be working on, but it's not like a stage costume
no,
thing.
no,
So
just
that's
a lot
always
of
fun.
just a lot of music to learn. Yeah,
with the
yeah,
costumes.
I
and
know. I
such,
love
but-
that so much. What's your out? Sorry, I jumped the gun. but-
My out is kind of a twin out together, but Mama Scoop she came into town this last week and was hanging out, and we went to see Leah's show together, but now she's going
Mama
back.
Scoop has left the building.
back to
Aw.
Michigan. But Mama Scoop is officially a retired lady.
Woo!
Mama
Mama Scoop. Oh my gosh. Well, and now that she's retired, she has a lot more flexibility.
Yeah.
So we have it planned, right? That like every single month we have a visit with her.
Yeah. One way or the other, like us.
So
going, like it's gonna be great.
prepared. Instagram is going to have a lot more Mama Scoop content because we're going to see her all the
I know.
time. We'll get to do some videos with her, sharing stories.
And this is funny. So people have asked, like, is your last name Scoop? Is our last name Scoop? Which I wish, like, I think Sarah Scoop would just be so
Leah Scoop.
Sarah Scoop.
It's
Sarah
so
Scoop would
like
be-
with an E at the end, Scoop or SCOUPE. Like, oh yes, it's French.
I like the Scoop with an E at the end. That'd be really cute. But why we
We
call
could
her
legally change our name
to Scoop? Sorry, Andrew. I'm giving up my last name. I'm switching it to Scoop. I mean, you could legally change your name to anything. really.
Yeah.
But no. So we call her Mama Scoop because we're two scoops. Like that's our handle.
As in like ice cream scoops.
I mean, that was kind of
Of
like
style,
our,
like-
that was kind of our like inspiration. So like we're jokingly like husband Scoop, like whatever Scoop, and so we just jokingly call our mom Mama Scoop one time, and it like stuck and for years. But it's funny because
But people are like, where did that come
like
from?
I think some people are automatically like, oh well, certainly are two scoops, so like that makes sense. Like two scoops of style, Mama Scoop is like the mom scoop, right? And
Oh man, now I really wish our last name was Scoop with an E. it's like Anne with an E.
hi,
Scoop
oh nice
with
to
a-
meet you. I'm Sarah Scoop.
It's so iconic.
Sarah
Like,
Scoop sounds a little bit like a little like old Hollywood, like
yeah, it does. It does. Like the 50s or whatever. You're like,
my name's Sarah
the
Scoop.
40s.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. And like you need your own little pie cookbook or something.
Sarah Scoop cooks. I'm in like a little apron and like a little 60s dress.
That's so cute.
Stop, I'm creating a whole alternate identity to myself.
Sarah's alter ego is not me. It's actually
Actually,
Sarah Scoop.
Sarah Scoop, a 60s version of myself.
I like it.
But yeah,
I really like it.
Mama Scoop, she's a retired lady. She's gonna be enjoying retirement
life.
and coming to see us in New York, hang out. She's
All
coming
the
for
holiday stuff. We've got some girl trips planned.
Yes.
And for her retirement, her treat is that we're going on a trip. We're taking her wherever she wants.
Yeah, she has not decided where she wants to go yet, but we're thinking maybe like Paris
Or maybe
she's mentioned
she was saying
different places.
Bath, maybe in
Bath and-
England.
Yeah, she's got some ideas. We love traveling with Mama
so
Scoop.
wherever she wants to go,
Mama
wherever-
Scoop is also always up for like she loves walking, which we love. So we'll walk
we
everywhere.
travel really well together.
We travel well
She's
together.
a foodie. We love our coffee.
She's a foodie.
we vibe.
Bar,
It's like we're blood or something.
Mama Scoop is also great for a trip because she's a good talker, and so like
She
you know,
loves history about a place. She'll do some research. So lots of Mama Scoop time coming up.
yes.
This week we decided to sort of change up our twin take or question, and we want to introduce a new category, which is scroll talk. And
Scroll
in this, it's because we keep seeing so many things in like pop culture
and what we're seeing on social media, and we want to
Exactly.
talk about like, did you see the whatever? Like we send things to each other all the time,
and so we were like, I think this would be a really fun thing to chat with you guys about. And so the one this week is
yeah. Did you see? Okay, so this is like, did you see about the little bunnies? So there's a video. There's a video out there that I saw, and it's bunnies jumping on a trampoline.
like, and it's saying like it's the ring light
Yeah, like
that caught them.
It
And
detected
they're-
it at night.
And they're all bouncing. They're all bouncing. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And it's got like millions of views.
Millions. And so I sent it to our group chat with Sarah and our oldest best friend, who she has a bunny. And so we always send each other, anytime we see a bunny, like we just text each other that. And so I sent it to her of like, is this not the cutest thing ever? And she responds, AI, but still cute. And I'm like, what?
We were fooled. We were so fooled. And then
People start posting like videos about, I was fooled today about bunnies on a trampoline.
and then all the comments are like, me too.
And they're like,
me
what?
Too.
Whoa,
me
whoa,
too.
whoa, what? And like me, I'm like cracking up because at least I'm not the only one who's thinking about that. But
That was the best AI video I have seen.
but the best part about the whole situation is that the account that posted the bunny trampoline picture is called Stupid AI. I mean,
Like, we
use
just-
your context clues, Leah. Use the what did your like elementary school teacher tell you? Use context clues.
I fell for that one too, though. And usually, if I see something that seems like a little too good to be true, I'll go to the comments, and the people are like, "This is AI, whatever." But this one like fooled me. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cute!" And I had saved
Bunnies
it to send to
bouncing.
Andrew.
So cute. Like it just, but it seemed so real.
Like it didn't look fake,
No.
at all. It really looked like bad light from your ring, and just like watching bunnies on a trampoline. If you've seen this video,
Were you also fooled?
because it's like. It's a little bit crazy. Like, I feel like there needs to be like a banner across any video that's like AI that says this is like AI generated.
Well, and I mean that just makes me think about so many other things of like I mean, you know, AI can be super helpful, it can be super funny, it can also be so strange in like politics because I've seen
yeah.
recently, and this blew my mind, that it's like they're releasing these AI stories, like these news stories, as if they actually happened.
That's crazy.
And people are getting upset about it, about like a different politician or a different person in government or a different leader, and it's like that never happened. That never happened. Like it's just
so and so
falsified.
said something about so and so, and it's all fake because it's like their voice is so much online that AI is able to use it and generate stuff, and like it's just crazy.
So it I mean, as funny as like the AI bunny thing can be, it just makes you think of how far you can take AI to also be to
Fooling you.
to really fool you. And I've seen so many TikToks now of people like showing or their moms like, oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, this is so cute. And they're like, Mom, that's AI. And it's like, no, it's not. Or it's like, oh, Ellen DeGeneres died, you know, and they're like, no, she didn't. And they're like, yeah, look at this, look at her obituary announcement. And it's like
that's
like
AI.
And so it's
crazy.
but
It's
it is
scary.
something that like I feel like us growing up, like on the cusp of the internet, right? Like we were just growing up as stuff like that was coming out, and it was like if something's on the internet, you believe it.
Well,
Because
it
it's
was
out
like-
there. It's news. It's information. It's factual.
But not only that, it was kind of like with a push of social media recently, where it's like upload video, which has really come to in like the past like 5 years or so, I would say, like because TikTok was like around 2020, where it's like if the video is online, this is real.
like a video is
like
real.
you're
A video is
capturing
proof.
these raw things, but it's like actually not so much.
It's not. And it's just like it makes me think of just that it's like, you know, sometimes you learn one piece of information and it makes you look at the whole world differently.
Yeah, this bunny video.
This bunny
These
video.
bunny videos.
I am not even kidding. It's like
I'm gonna check everything now.
I really am, like, it just makes me question anything I'm seeing online. Who knew the bunnies would be the turning point in my life?
But when you get duped, you're really like, I fell for that.
Right, and
then you're,
exactly.
like,
And
a
it's
little
like
suspicious.
And it's like, okay, if I could be duped by these adorable bunnies and their bouncy tails and bottoms, like just bouncing all on this trampoline that looks
Yeah.
so real, who's to say I'm not going to believe something about a war or about a new celebrity who decided to start their own perfume line, or
Or a
what Taylor
movie,
Swift
or
slipped on stage, or a movie, or whatever, or like Sarah calling me as a hostage asking me for money. And it's not
Someone said
Sarah.
that was insane.
Did you hear
Oh my
about
God.
that?
Oh my God. Yeah, I can't
Oh,
even.
That's like a whole other story, but it's just AI can do so much, and
So-
so I feel like
Be cautious out there.
it's like
Online. Even
this
the
is-
cute stuff.
in saying that, like, I'm not looking at the world the same way. What I'm saying is I am questioning now things that are on the internet. Whereas before, I just sort of would take it at face value as like, oh yeah, that happened, that's real, it's a review, whatever. And now I'm like, just because it's on the internet, it's not true, especially if it's a video. And I feel like that's something that we're not used to doing. We're not used to questioning or taking that initial step.
With video, because you're like, oh, well, it's a video. Like, it must be true.
Like if it's just a written thing, you're like, well, that's
you're
someone's
like,
opinion.
someone could write,
yeah,
you know. But I have a video of this happening. Doesn't always mean it's true anymore. So if you see any bunnies jumping on trampolines on the internet, just so you know, it's AI, which is sad. If you have any videos of real bunnies jumping on trampolines, please pass them our way.
You know, I would pay money to see some real bunnies doing that because they seemed really happy.
Yeah. So yeah, we'd love your take. Have you been duped by anything?
Oh, what's your bet? Maybe that should be our question for next week. What's your best like AI dupe?
Like, have you ever been fooled?
Yeah. Have you ever been fooled by AI? Like,
or
what's your
fooled by something
worst-
online? What did you get?
That
What
was,
was-
yeah.
All right, we'll have to bookmark down for next week. But yeah, bunnies on trampolines, cute but not real. All right, let's see. Okay, starting with. Okay, I'm heading back to my hometown for a few days in September. I moved out of state last year and love coming home to see my mom and younger sister and be able to hang out and relax together.
Oh, that sounds
That's
like
really
us.
cute, like mom. Except we don't have a younger sister, but that'd be really fun if we did. Like,
I mean, I'm
come
the
hang
younger
out with
sister.
us. Well, a couple minutes.
This 4 minutes. I'm so much younger than you.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm feeling guilty about not planning to see my hometown friends while I'm back. The inner
Oh.
struggle. They said, I'll only be home for 4 days and don't want to fill up my schedule and miss out on time with my family. I don't talk with my hometown friends all the time, but we do stay in touch and have location sharing turned on. So I'm worried they'll see me at home and be upset I didn't mention it to them. I'm unsure of what to do, and any advice would be great. Okay, this is really funny because I was just talking to someone about I'm like not a location sharer. Like that's not something anybody in my friend group does.
Yeah.
But I feel like, sorry, I just like scratched you. Sometimes I feel like now people that are just a couple years younger than us.
Well, I was like going to go
Do
check right
location
now
sharing.
because I was like, do Colin and I have, I feel like we do have shared location, but I don't know how to check that.
I don't know either.
Oh, yeah, we must do because it says as an option, stop sharing my location.
But you don't have his location
Oh.
because it says request location.
Oh. Well, maybe I should stop sharing my location.
Oh, wow. It's just interesting though, because I would never be like, oh, people could be checking in on me. Like, I see her at Chick-fil-A, what you doing? Or like, that's just not, I'm not like opposed to sharing my location with like Andrew or anything. Like Andrew could ask me anytime where I'm at, but like, I don't know if I would necessarily want all my like random friends that I don't talk to all the time to like know where I'm at.
I just clicked stop sharing my location and it sent Colin a notification saying, you stopped sharing my location.
Colin's like, what are you doing? And you're like,
He's
recording
like,
a podcast.
You said you were recording a podcast with Sarah. I'm like, yeah, just listen to the episode we were talking about turning on and off your location. Because if you're not sharing yours, I'm not sharing mine.
That's hilarious. No, so I
Don't
think,
send them a notification that you've stopped sharing it.
Whoa, I was gonna just like stealthily not share, but I do feel like
That's so hilarious. He's definitely going to text you.
you'll be like, so what's the deal here?
Anything you want to share with me, Leah?
Not your location, I guess.
I got ice cream twice in one day. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to be judged.
But getting back to our question.
Sorry, distracted.
Location sharing. I think that
That makes everything so much more complicated.
I know. I would be like, oh, doesn't matter. Like you're fine. Like, I don't think you need to hang out with everybody every time you go home.
Also, though, like, sorry, finish your thought.
No, I was just gonna say that unless it's like your lifelong best friend and you haven't seen them for 6 months, then I'd be like, really? You were home and you didn't say anything to me? But if it's people you talk to, like, you know, you send a TikTok and you're like, haha, but it's not like you're not catching up every other day with them. I don't think you need to feel obligated.
You could also, what I was going to say was like, how, like, are you going to be posting stuff that you're going to be home?
yeah.
If not, are these people literally just looking at your shared location?
I don't know. Maybe people do that when they're like bored. I don't know. I don't do
the
that.
thing is, I know Snapchat. Like, I don't use Snapchat a lot, but I do know Snapchat has like your little icon.
Yeah.
And it will show like if your friends are near. So if you use Snapchat all the time, maybe that would tattle on you a little bit. I think if you're worried about it, like if it's going to be a stress, if you're like, I mean, you could also run into a friend at like, you could go to a cafe and your friend could be there.
Yeah.
By chance, like maybe I might just shoot a message to your group chat just so you're not stressed and be like, hey guys, I'm going to be in town just visiting my mom for 3 days. I had really wanted to like plan some time. I just don't think it's going to be possible. Like I really want to soak in some time with her. Let's plan a group thing again.
Thinking of you guys. Yeah.
I mean, don't even say like, maybe we could like, just be like, it's not going to work out this time.
Yeah.
Just because if it's going to stress you out, you're not going to relax. And chances are you could run into someone in your hometown and then you're going to be like sweating.
Yeah.
That you're like,
Hi,
oh my God, fancy
they
meeting
saw
you
me.
here. Right? Like you don't want to be looking over your shoulder every time of like, oh, maybe I'm running to get some cheese at the
Right.
grocery store and
Right.
they're going to be there for me. Or like, oh, I'm grabbing a glass of wine with my mom and there's my, friend.
Right. Yeah.
Or there's my friend's mom and she told my friend and, it's just too much.
I mean, I don't go back to Michigan all that often. I also don't have like a huge group of like, I would say like outer circle friends that
Or
I
people that you
keep in
come back
touch
from like
with.
high school and stuff like we don't really,
No. So
not to say we wouldn't enjoy it. We just don't have like that group of people that we like constantly kind of see when we go back home.
yeah, like maybe if you're home for the holidays or something for like a longer period of time, like then it'd be nice to catch up. Even if it's like, hey guys, like it's a busy holiday trip. I only have time to grab coffee. Like anybody free?
Yeah.
Tuesday
You could
morning.
also do that. You could also just be like, hey, I'm coming home. Not really going to be free very much, but like if you guys want to grab a coffee on Tuesday morning, I can make that work. Like if there is something that's not going to stress you
And
out.
if they say, oh, I'm not, what about Wednesday? Like, sorry, I'll need Tuesday, but like next time, let's make it work. So I don't think you should feel obligated, but since you do have that share, I would probably just go ahead and say like, hey guys, like just so you know, I'm going to be in town.
And I do think too that it's like sometimes sharing your location can be fun or nice or also like security, right? Like if I'm like, maybe I should turn my location back on because like I've been by myself while Colin's been out of town and if something were to happen to me, he would know exactly where I am. But like, especially when you're friends,
Yeah.
like in school, maybe you're going out. It's like, okay, we have our shared location. So
Right,
we know
Where
if you're
everybody's at,
coming
if they got home okay.
Like it's a nice security thing. But I think at this time, you probably don't need to have your shared location on.
I wonder if,
Is that like a common thing? Is it like, does everybody do shared locations? We don't share locations.
I know, should we be sharing locations? We're twins. I'll be like, what's
Maybe.
I'll be like,
Now I feel like we've been missing out.
getting ready to go to bed and I'll just be like, what's Leah up to? Zoom, 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 zoom. No, I wonder, depending on what like app they share locations on, if it's like Snapchat, I wonder if you turn it off, if it alerts you the same. If it's,
Yeah. I mean, I think if you have an Apple, like it, I mean, there's that notification right
you're
there.
like, delete, delete, delete.
I know there's no way to delete it.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, because I think we probably listened to the same podcast episode where a girl got engaged and like her fiance turned off his find my location because he was ring shopping.
oh yeah.
But I was like, it must not have sent her a notification like that.
Yeah. Because she said she didn't notice until like a week later when he did.
When he
turn
was
it
like,
back on.
or I think he said like, oh, you might have noticed I stopped showing my location. She's like, oh, I didn't notice because she wasn't like checking on
Yeah.
him, right?
Huh.
So
I don't know. I don't have enough experience on that, but I think your best bet is just to like shoot them a message, be like, hey, I'm gonna be home. It's a short trip. We're not really gonna have time to hang out. At the very maximum, maybe be like, I
pick
could
a
do
time,
coffee.
pick a time that works for you, and
if
be
you
like,
want
I could
to.
do coffee on Wednesday morning before I leave, but
If not, it's fine. Like
I think it's totally fine.
truthfully,
Plan a time to hang out with
plan a
them and
time to
see
hang
them.
out. Yeah.
Besides that,
I think you're good. Have a good time with your mom and sister.
yeah.
Just girl time.
Yeah, and because they're so worried they'll see you, they're at home and be upset I didn't mention to them.
Yeah.
I say just
Erase the stress. Just tell them
cut
what
to
the
the chase.
situation is.
You're not hiding a secret. You're not doing anything wrong. You have total ownership over your time and how you want to spend it. So if you
Yeah.
want to spend it with your family, just be upfront and say that,
upfront.
so you're not looking over your shoulder.
Yeah. That's what I say too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy. All right, question number 2. This might sound silly. No silly questions. But I don't know how to move on and update my clothes. I love your millennial makeovers on Instagram and think that the updated versions of the outfits you share look so cute, but I can never get myself to try anything new. Part of me is worried I'll look like I'm trying to dress too young, even though I'm only 33. Girl, you are young. And I know you're both in your 30s too. I have switched away from skinny jeans, so that's a start at least.
Is that all I said?
High five. Yes.
Yeah, no skinny jeans.
Yes.
Although
So
I'm
it's
sure they'll
like-
be back soon. But
So it's like, and you kind of feel like you're in a rut and you want to change things up, but you just can't get yourself to like kind of get over that cusp.
maybe you just need to pick, like you said, you just did the skinny jeans. Maybe you just need to pick like one thing at a time.
Like dip a toe.
If you're like, okay, I'm seeing that like my really long, thin, tight cardigans aren't in anymore. Maybe
Yeah.
you just like clear those out and get like one shorter cardigan to start.
Yeah. Start small.
Like don't feel like, because sometimes, like, if I look at a to-do list and there's so much, sometimes you feel frozen because you're like, I could do this, I could do this. Maybe I should do a little bit of this, then a little bit of that.
You're like, there are too many things.
that.
I can't fix it all at the same time. So you just decide to do nothing.
And then you just you're just like spiraling and you're like frozen. You're like, I have so much to do.
Yeah.
So maybe if you pick one thing, you're like, another thing I know that's just not serving me right now is the long, tight, thin cardigans. I'm just going to clear those out, and I'm going to get one other cardigan. Or maybe you just clear them out to start. You're just like getting rid of that option.
And then
you know?
the next time you need a cardigan, you're like, oh crap, now I have to choose the newer updated thing because it's the only thing I have.
Well, that's not a bad idea, because sometimes if it's like, I really want to wear these new outfits, but I keep wearing the old ones, like I'll take just the new ones or the ones I haven't worn that much on vacation, because then it's like, well,
I don't have any other options.
I don't have any other options right now, so I'm going to be wearing these.
And it is easy to, like, when you're in a rush, you're like, oh gosh, I don't know. How do I style that? Oh, I didn't even think about it. I didn't spend enough time. I'm just going to do the safe, like the old safe bet. I don't feel the best in it, but at least it's not awful. And I know I feel okay in it.
Yeah. And like, this is also a saying, you don't have to embrace every trend, like at all. You
So
can wear
real.
whatever you want. Like we share the millennial makeovers on Instagram. It started with a closet clear out for us because we were like, found all these old things. We're like, oh my gosh.
Especially post-COVID, we were like, so many things have changed.
We were like, this would be really funny. And then it seemed like everybody else was in the same boat. So that's just us like experimenting with what would an old look be compared to like a very similar new look. So it's not saying everybody needs to try every one of those, but if you're like, I know this looks outdated, I'm just not sure why, and then we show like how to upgrade it. So it's not saying you have to embrace every single one.
Yeah, we're just trying to give you some inspiration.
Get the juices
creative
flowing.
juices flowing. So I mean, and there, I think, I mean, you've already made a really hard leap of like the skinny jeans versus like the more released leg, even a wide leg, gasp, barrel leg. Oh my god.
Whoa.
But that's a lot.
Well, I draw the line.
But you know what I mean? Is like some trends, you see your body so differently in it, or even like a makeup trend. Like I was a huge winged eyeliner girl.
Oh,
I still love me a good winged eyeliner,
wing.
but like that thick cut of a winged eyeliner was
Black,
so
jet black.
so millennial, yes, jet black, not brown. How dare you? And it's like when you take that off. Like,
you feel like
oh my god, my eyes are bald. Like,
yeah, you're like,
I have no eyes. My eyes are so tiny. My eyes are
so
so tiny. I look dead. Like I look bald. You know what I mean? And it's like it takes so long for you to just like look at yourself and be like, you know what? I like the way I look without that.
Yeah.
Okay. But skinny jeans are the same way, where you're so used to seeing just how your legs look. It's hugging every single inch of you, how much space you take up, how you look. And then to do something that's wider, so many people are like, oh my God, you gained 10 pounds by changing those out. Or, oh, like this, like your legs, you don't have no shape. It's like, hold up.
It's giving a silhouette.
Giving a different silhouette does not mean you look bigger. It's just flowing differently over your body. It's a different shape, a different construct. That's okay.
Yeah.
So what Sarah's saying, I think, is so real. Like, if you do everything all at once, either you're going to feel so overwhelmed that you're like, I do not like this. You're going to feel confused, or you're just going to kind of bumble around and be like, I'm not going to do any of it.
Yeah.
So start small.
Start small. And I would say also, if you're feeling overwhelmed or you have some new pieces, sounds like at least you've got some updated jeans, I would lay out my outfit like maybe the night before.
So you have time to think about it.
Or you can even be like thinking about it. You're like doing the dishes at night and you're like, okay, what am I going to wear tomorrow? And it just gives yourself a little bit more time to think about it, because if it is like a
rush
I'm
decision,
rushing
you're never going to
situation,
do the challenging thing.
you could also, like, if this is your vibe, you could get some things off of like Stitch Fix or go like to secondhand shop, because then you're like, you don't even feel like you're investing that much money to like try some new things. You're like, I can try it for like $10.
That's actually,
You know
that's
what
a
I
really
mean?
good idea. And it's like, because then you can put in your own color preferences, your sizing, and then you know, try some stuff on based off of that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because then you're also not feeling like, or even, like an outfit rental.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, like
Is that well, I guess Stitch Fix is buying it, right?
Yeah, well, they used to be like you would get like secondhand.
What's
Nuuly.
That's what I'm thinking.
Or maybe Stitch Fix. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. But like a rental service would be really
Even
great.
even like I think Banana Republic does things where you can sign up for like their monthly membership to like rent their clothes.
That's fun.
And I think that could be really cool because then you're getting these pieces and you can try them out and see what you might want to buy. And I mean, you could try it for a couple of months and it's not like that expensive every month.
You could even ask for that as like
A birthday gift, a Christmas
for
gift.
yourself.
That's a really fun idea. And that way you're sort of
Like,
maybe
well, I have these pieces for not, for not for free exactly, but like they're
but
in
you
my
didn't have to
closet.
spend $500 on it.
They're in my closet. I can try them out. Like I might as well. Like they're here.
And then in that way it's like maybe you're just doing pants or maybe you're just doing a new work look every week. Like
Yeah.
just like instead of just saying, "Oh, I'm going to start with just cardigans or just jackets," instead you're starting with just an outfit that you're incorporating that's new.
Yeah, I like that. It is hard to like switch things up, especially when you're wanting to be like comfortable and
And
you've
you're
got
all
you're
busy, like maybe you have
and-
kids. I mean, you're like, I'm young, but I just feel kind of stuck in a rut. So I mean that's a really good, I think, way to do just like forced creativity in small chunks.
forced creativity. And it sounds like you like again we said don't feel like you need to change anything just because of trends, but it sounds like you really like some of the updated looks and you're like,
And you
I want
want
to try
to.
that.
You
I want
want
to try
to.
that. So maybe pick just one, see how you feel, and go from there. But
Yeah.
best of luck if you've got any like pictures of your updated outfits.
Yeah, or
them
send us
our
if you have like any
way.
specific questions about how do I wear barrel jeans?
Yes.
Or whatever. We got you.
We got you. And you're not too old. 33 is young.
Oh my God.
You're so young. All right, we are on to our last question here. Okay. Hi, Sarah and Leah. I'm going to New York for the first time this fall with my best friend,
NYC.
and we're so excited. Naturally, it's a great fall. Fall in New York is truly like
It's so magical.
I just want to see all the decorated apartments.
The stoops.
The stoops. Okay, that made me excited for fall. Think about that. Okay. Anyway, back to the question. However, my family is freaking out because the only things they know about New York are from the news,
Oh dear.
where they only talk about the bad things going on. Yeah, like crime and issues with the subway and floods.
This person
and
got
shooting
shot in
and-
Times Square or whatever.
The news always does that. I mean, same thing for Chicago. Like all you hear is all the bad stuff. And
Or
you're
Detroit.
you're like, this is one tiny little pocket, and it was like a domestic thing, and
And it happened
I'm
at
not-
3
3
a.m.
a.m.
in a back alley.
they leave
You
those
know.
things out sometimes. Yeah. How do I convince my parents to stop worrying and stop sending me news articles about all the bad stuff?
Well,
You're like,
I don't know if there's a way to get your parents to stop worrying about you because I feel like that's sort of just like a parent's prerogative.
yeah. And if, as you said, if the only New York exposure they've had is like online, they're just like, oh my God. And then your mom's aunt, your mom's sister sending her video, then she's sending it to you, and she's just like, oh my God.
Probably the only cure would be to take them to New York.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
have
did
them-
Did they say how old they are?
I don't think so.
No. I was like, if you're 18, I get it, because you're like, the baby's going out in the wild.
You know what blows my
know?
mind though is that you would take your middle schoolers to New York, like in Times Square, and they'd be middle school, and
Okay.
just with like the
No.
teacher.
One time there was a trip planned when I first started my teaching job. It was already set up, middle school in the summer, and everything was fine. Like most of the kids had parents. One kid
Had parents like there.
like with them because they were doing
Okay,
a
yeah,
concert.
yeah, yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
like, oh sure, we'll go to New York with you. Like just a couple kids didn't have parents, and one kid almost got lost in the M&M store. I was so mad. I was like,
What a glorious
I'm
place to
looking
get
around
lost.
for this kid. I'm like, we're gonna go up. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? And I'm looking. And I finally found this kid, like totally different section of the store, different floor. And I vowed then their middle schoolers are never coming to New York with me. It was just too much stress with
You
just
are
me.
not getting lost in the M&M store.
If
Not
you're
on my
coming to
watch.
New York, you're coming with a parent. Now, obviously, I don't think you're in middle school.
But you know what I'm
Probably
saying
listening,
is
but-
like middle schoolers go to NYC
I
on
see
their own. I mean, they have
I see
guardians,
school
but-
trips all the time, and I'm just like, well, the high school is almost a little scarier because I'm like, you're a little more independent, your hormones are a little bit more raging.
You have a little maybe more devious thoughts.
oh, like it's just a lot. So like I understand.
It can also, I mean, it's also like New York has so much just in the media, in like references and pop culture. It's just like you can't, until you've been there, it's really hard to kind of grasp what it is.
There's also millions of people in New York, and so like the chances are you're gonna hear.
Well, that's true. It's like
something happening
if you
everywhere.
live in a small town in Wisconsin, you know, versus like there might be the random things that happen in your town, but then if you go to New York, there's so many more people living in such a concentrated space. Therefore, like percentage wise, it ups the things that are happening that aren't so good about the area too, right?
And
And it so depends on the area of New York.
yeah, like if you're in Manhattan, like you're out during the day.
There's so many other people.
I've walked. I mean, Lee and I have quite literally walked the length of Manhattan.
We quite
twice.
literally have.
And like it's been totally fine. I mean, don't be out on the subway at 3 a.m. by yourself. Like that's just. I just feel like I
Make
wouldn't do that by
smart
myself
choices
anyway.
that you would make anywhere in the world.
Yeah, like don't go out drinking and like not be aware of your surroundings in a new environment. Like I don't know how old you are,
Share
but
your location with somebody before you go out on your own.
we've learned.
We've
But
learned.
You could like FaceTime your parents when you're there.
Yeah.
To show them around, also make them feel like you're staying in regular communication with them.
Are they going with somebody, did they say?
I think they said with a friend. Going first time this fall with my best friend.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not even going to be alone.
You're not going by yourself.
Share your locations.
Yeah, just do things to reassure your parents because parents worry. Like they created you, they love you, they want the best for you, they want you to be whole, happy, and healthy.
Well, and it's always like 60 minutes. When my daughter went to Japan and never came back home, right? That's what their mind's jumping to.
Yeah, so the news does a great job of focusing on all the bad stuff anywhere because that's what gets people to click, right? If they're like, it was a great day in New York today, someone shared a bagel with a stranger, like that's not gonna, you know what I mean? So I would say make smart choices, be aware of your surroundings, and help comfort your parents. Like communicate with them, show them around. Video chat would be great.
Maybe come up with like a regular call schedule that you're like, okay, I'll call you every morning or every night.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if they do share your location so they can, like, if your mom's worried about you,
Yeah, that's great.
she can check that. I think that might be helpful for her.
I think that's a good.
But yeah, I mean, truthfully, it's like they're going to be worried about you anywhere you are.
Now, I do think one good thing about New York is there's so many, they call it like eyes on the street because there's so many people walking. Like barely am I ever on a block where there's not another person on that block, or I can see another person at the next crosswalk, down the next, so there are so many people keeping their eyes out for what's around, and so many people on the subway. Like barely am I ever, I've never been in a subway car by myself.
No.
So
Not even, I will say, at like 2 a.m. when I had to take it coming back from JFK. Not even then was I alone.
yeah, so there's 9 times out of 10 a good person like close by that would help you if there was an issue.
That people might be minding their own kind of like space and like
Yeah.
business, but
If
if
you
you
need
call out for
help.
help, like people will come.
And I think it's hard to like understand that New York vibe but until you're in New York. So I totally understand what your parents are talking about. Like it's a lot of unknown for them. They're like the
Yeah.
baby in the big city. But I think once you go once, you're smart, responsible, communicative with your parents, they're gonna like hopefully ease up a little bit.
And I also say like you could put them at ease by saying, I mean, it's your first time in New York City. You're probably hitting up all these iconic spots like Times Square, like maybe Statue of Liberty, maybe you're going to Chinatown, you know what I mean? Like your Empire State Building. You're going to all these places where so many other people are going to be that like you're not going off into like some random back street in,
like the Bronx. You're not gonna like take the
you're
train
not
out some,
venturing
like,
out
random-
into like a neighborhood that might not be in the best area on a side street in someone's garage. Like you're not going there.
That's not what you're gonna be doing. You better not be doing that. That's not smart.
You best not be doing that. You know what I mean? You're going to be in the most traffic, the most Central Park. Like you are never going to be without other people around you.
Yeah.
So
And you got your friend.
yeah, you've got your friend who's also going to watch your back. And I think like the biggest thing you have to worry about is like a pickpocket or like someone stealing from you, which I mean, knock on wood, I've never encountered in
I've
New
never
York.
had that.
It's just like watch your stuff,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
And your parents are gonna feel more at ease.
Yeah.
After you've been there one time, when you go back the next time,
Again, we
it's
don't
their
know
job to worry.
We don't know how old you are. If they keep sending you stuff, be like, Mom, I would really appreciate if you would stop sending me news articles. Like, this is not helping. I'm going to be responsible, but like, please stop sending me this.
It's making me stressed
It's
out.
stressing me out, and I don't need that. Like, I'm going. I don't need you to like make me feel stressed in a nice way. Don't be like, Mom,
Yeah.
back off.
But find what you like. I will share my location with you. Like,
Yeah.
I'll call you every morning if this will put you at ease. Just like, be understanding. But I think you also can be like, I'm an adult.
Yeah, we
I'm
think
gonna
you're an
have
adult.
fun in
Didn't
New
say
York,
that.
and I will bring you back a souvenir,
I'll bring you back
an I Heart NYC sweatshirt.
and an NYC mug. Yeah.
I will eat an extra slice of pizza for you.
But the big city, it's great.
You're gonna have so much fun, especially in the fall time.
If you see us walking around, please say hi.
say hi.
We have
No.
had a lot of like follower interactions in New York, and everyone's like, I didn't know if I should come up and say hi. I'm like, we're the most normal people.
We love talking to
Do
you.
we
like,
look standoffish? Like,
just like I was nervous. I'm like, no, just come say hi. Like we love meeting you guys.
Like, did I have my resting New York face on? Where I'm just like,
Nobody talked to me. I haven't had my coffee yet.
you're like blend in.
We had the most fun. This is before we sign off, but we had the most fun time when we were in Spain. Do you remember this? That we were at this bar and like tapas place, and two girls came over to us and were like, I'm so sorry. This might be so random, but are you guys Two Scoops of Style in like Barcelona?
That was really fun.
And they followed
They're
us
from Canada.
They're from Canada. And we literally spent the whole, like a couple hours just chatting, drinking, having tapas. And it was so much fun because it was like we had besties across the world.
Yeah, we chatted for a long time.
We didn't have any company besides each other, and we had so much fun. So all that to say, we could be hanging out, eating tapas
you
and
see
drinking
us.
together if you see us.
Yeah. Maybe you'll make some new friends in New York, and then you'll have a reason to be back soon.
Exactly.
Well, thanks for tuning into this week's episode of The Inside Scoop. If you want to be featured on next week's podcast episode, send us a DM on Instagram to The Inside Scoop Podcast. All write-ins are anonymous, and we'd love to hear from you for next week's episode.
Can't wait to see you.
Bye.
Bye.